Welcome back to Kin in Line. I make this part 84. Yeah. So we're back with this doodle art, which is quite interesting in its own right. And here the regional director sent something in 1988. So I kept it for this drawing of a creature, which is quite fun. Sorry about the shadow of the phone on the picture, but it's very overcast today, so I've got the light on above. But here again, my art training would tell me I could use this whole bottom section as a painting on a wide, broad canvas with just this figure up on the left looking out. It would be so unbalanced that it would actually be balanced. Or I could just separately do this guy. So I'm on either the Post or the Herald as a reporter. And here there's a note. I've made a note, Naval HQ, Cape Town, Simonstown, and a phone number. But I rather like the figure with Simonstown emblazoned on his face. There's another painting there. Far too many for me to cope. Mr. Augustine or Mr. Jonker. Now, this was from the days when Port Elizabeth actually had a traffic department that did its work. You had people doing point duty, parking meters worked, the money was collected, people didn't break the law at random, without repercussions like so many of our taxi drivers do. Anyway, NRSC, now I'm not sure what that are. But yeah, I quite like this. These are like waves or creatures. It's actually hard to tell. Nice steep perspective from the foreground here. And then these weird creatures. And this very small head on a very voluptuous body. Not sure if it's male or female. Then again, in today's environment, you don't ask that question. It's Keith Butler-Wheelhouse, another prominent individual. So was Mr. Luuk, Ati Luuk, I remember he was with the HNP, Herstigte Nasionale Partij, most right-wing of all the Afrikaner nationalist parties. We thought the Nats were bad, but there were people to their right that were even more verkrampt. Not sure who that John Wertheim is, or if there's anything relevant on the back. This was a note from Ralph Jarvis, who seemed at this point to be revising. So that's a sub-editing job. It's the last stage. I did it for several years on the Herald in the 2010s. So the use of full stops to separate tenths, as in 10.6%, blah, blah, blah. Meters must not be confused with ERS, the instrument with which measurements are taken. and we don't use American spelling, and how to write out million. And they used to change their little pet style things every so often just to confuse us more. So this has an oriental sort of samurai look about it. What I'd do is, once I'd finished a notebook, I'd keep it for a year or two, and then I would tear out the relevant pages with drawings on and turf the rest. You had to sort of keep your notebook for some time in case there was a challenge, a court case or something. So this is a nice looking face. Yeah. Very quick little effort. Somebody phoned, and immediately the message is immortalized in this. My name, kin, there becomes part of the face. A very well-built looking chap. So here again, just a little creature. And this is just a press release about a warehouse store. So all sorts of stuff came across one's desk, and then you had to select. Another painting. Could spend 6 months trying to create something out of this. Maybe that's something I can do in my retirement, when I retire from being retired. Because here's another one. Pity I bent the damn thing. And another weird and wonderful character. So I do have a few more. And this shows you the extent to which I've retained any drawing. So here, my subconscious mind put together a little sort of World War I type plane. And there are two names there. Garai, Charles Garai was a city councillor. And I think Ronnie Kaplan might be the other name. He was a PFP regional chairman for a while. And now don't accuse me of Satanism, but even that creature, which is inherently evil, emerged out of the depths of my soul. I tell you. Another dog man dog. See, all this, of course, will come to fruition now with their transhumanist agendas. So what I'm showing you here is just a premonition of what I could see coming. we'll be living like in a Star Wars world where every crazy thing imaginable is kind of accepted. I mean, you shouldn't bat an eyelid if you see something like this, approaching you, or these two. I mean, quite innocuous looking creatures. Note the little legs. This guy's even got a hat. Yeah, no, this is the feature, See, their military moustache is back. Clearly they were still plaguing me. I used to dread getting a registered mail in a note saying there's a registered letter waiting for you, because that meant they were calling me up. And I'd have to go to the old post office across from the Herald and pick up this registered letter saying, you are to report at Regiment Pietertief on this day for a 1-month camp. So I did about 5 of these 1-month camps between 84 and 89. Oh, not much fun. Stalingrad. Cup of tea there on a cushion. And yeah, here's a nice one. This guy must get a lot of fan mail with a fan on his face. Some of them are minute. This is about the size of a postage stamp. And it's a multi-legged, 6-legged dog with a human face. These things will probably be governing us one day. After we've taken our 16th gene therapy booster. And it looks like we're back in Shakespearean times here. It's a burst of life here. This is the genesis of the new world order. You must embrace change. I've been told we must, any change, just embrace it. Doesn't matter if it's ruining our heritage, and just embrace it. Sort of shark come, what are those little things called? Shrimp. Shrimp shark. And there's a little Eskimo figure. Sorry, that's politically incorrect. We call them Inuits. It's an Inuit type animal. Quite cute. And then we end on a rather surly note. This probably will be our next president or something. Nice looking chap. Anyway, must leave it for now. Till next time, let's just focus again on him. Yeah, till next time. Cheers.